What's your assessment of the progress on these talks so far, and is this the last chance to convince Israel to halt that planned invasion into Rafah?
Yeah, I think I feel somewhat optimistic that things are moving in the right direction. I do believe that, as Khalid al-Hayya said, the Hamas leader, the political leader in Hamas, said that they are willing to disarm and to become more of a political party, accept a ceasefire. That is, if an independent Palestinian state can be created. So I think that's a positive sign. I do believe that the United States' biggest effort here can be working with Saudi Arabia. So I think the Secretary's visit is really, really critical. If we can reach an agreement with Saudi Arabia over their interests from a security standpoint, their nuclear peace that they're very interested in, and a number of other areas where they want more support from the United States, I think that could be a strong path to the Arab world really helping to settle this dispute once and for all. I think Israel has seized this, and I think with 100 hostages still left, they've got to do something about getting those hostages back, and an invasion of Rafah is not going to solve that issue.
Ambassador, we flagged earlier that the Secretary of State, Antony Blinken, is now arriving in Riyadh. Of course, pressure is mounting on the Biden administration to get a deal done here as we see protests spreading across campuses in the United States. And President Biden also under pressure as a result of this fractured relationship with Israel. What do you think the Secretary of State's first order of business is on the grounds here in Riyadh? And you mentioned the prospects of Saudi normalization. Is that still really on the table at this juncture?
I do think so. And I think that would be very important to Israel. That would be a very important step for Israel if some agreement were to be reached, so that in the future there could be a very strong regional strategic infrastructure set up that would include Israel, Saudi Arabia, and other Middle Eastern countries. I think the role of Egypt is very important as well. So I do believe that the Saudis are really a key in this particular area, and the Foreign Minister Faisal bin Farhan has been very clear about that. The Finance Minister as well, talking about the economies suffering from all of this. And I think Israel is pausing. I think they're looking at the political situation in the United States and seeing some of the challenges there. Having said that, we just approved $21 billion worth of aid to Israel, despite the protests on our campuses and all that's the issues concerning this. So I think that our commitment to Israel is still very, very, very strong.